Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I miss you so much, but here we are. So let's go into the sanctuary and celebrate Shabbat together. Rick Snyder is doing our social media. Carl is keeping our place clean. And we know, and I believe with all my heart, that before too long we'll be back together. We will be giving one another big hugs. It's going to feel so good. But for right now, let's go into the sanctuary and do it this way. Come on in. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I feel like I want to say, Manish Shana Halayla Hazeh. What makes this night different from any other night? Well, actually, it's the third Shabbat that we've done in this way. And I just send you so much love and peace and calm and joy. As we enter Shabbat, we are a resilient people. And we will keep Shabbat no matter what. So for right now, we're keeping Shabbat like this. I'd like to begin with a poem by Lynn Unger called Pandemic. What if you thought of it as the Jews consider the Sabbath? Cease from travel, cease from buying, cease from selling. Give up just for now on trying to make the world different from what it is. Sing, pray, touch only those to whom you commit your life. Center down. And when your body has become still, reach out with your heart. Know that we are connected in ways that are terrifying and beautiful. Know that our lives are in each other's hands. Reach out with your heart. Reach out with your words. Reach out all the tendrils of compassion that move invisibly where we cannot touch. Promise this world your love, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, so long as we shall live. And together we say, Amen. If you're at home and you can light with me, but if not, we're still lighting together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. So we'll continue with Lecha Dodi. Page 138. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha continue with Shalom Aleichem, welcoming the angels of Shabbat, page 142. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seichem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We enter the service prayers on page 144 with the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yamad yivracher v'yamlich machutei, v'chagei chon u'vyom echon, uv'chagei achol beit Yisrael, bagala, bagala, uv'izman karim, v'yimeru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach, la'alam ul'almei almaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, Vishtabach, Yitbar, Vitoma, Vinaseh, Vitadar, Vitalel, Vitalal, Shemei Kedusha, Brichu, La'ela, Mikol Berchata, V'shirata, Tushkechata, V'nechemata, Damiran B'yaman, V'yimeru, Amen. Page 146, for Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Please be seated. We follow with the prayer of creation. Page 148. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are the creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravi. We continue on page 150 with Ahavat Olam, everlasting love that God offers us. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Al kein Adonai Eloheinu v'shochbenu, Uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, U'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, Ki hem chayenu, Ve'orach yameinu, Uvahem negeh yomam v'layla, Negeh yomam v'layla, V'ahavatcha al tasir, V'imenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael, Ohev amo Yisrael. stand for Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu,
Please be seated. We continue on page 154.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם. בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך. וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם,
Adonai Elohechem Emet. Please be seated. So I want to say something about this prayer, V'ahavta. You'll notice that when we do it, there's a lot of words that end with cha at the end. And when I was teaching my children, when they were very, very small, we'd say Shema and V'ahavta with them. The way that I helped them learn it was that we would count how many chas we could catch. Sometimes we caught 13 or 15, but I'll tell you, it did teach them that prayer. So we continue on toward Mi Chamocha. And once again, here is this prayer that reminds us that whatever is before us, we can get across. It may take a little while, but we can do this collectively. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect. Page 159, the song of God's miracles and earth protected and cherished. It's a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravaged by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers coming home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilo, oseh feleh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, oseh feleh. Who is like you? Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? When Moses and the children crossed the sea, they sang to you this song of praise. Who is like you, Adonai? Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, oseh feleh. We continue with Hashkivenu,
prayer of protection, of safety. We ask God to watch out for all of us, for all our loved ones, for this whole world. We pray for containment of this plague. We pray for health and understanding and patience.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, L'shalom, L'shalom, V'hamidenu Malkeinu, L'chaim. Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha, Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake at morning's light. Teach us daily wrong from right. Amen.
One of the very beautiful things that we do here in this sanctuary for Hashkivenu is that we bring our own talitot, our talises, and we hold them up. And when I look out at you, everyone is under a talit. Sometimes there's 3 of you, or 2 of you, or 1 of you, or 5 of you. And then I say something like, smile at the people that you've just prayed with. And those moments when we are connected under that talit give me, in this moment, a sense that we are still connected under that talit. And to that, let us say amen. We continue with Vishamru on page 162.
Vishamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Israel, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Vishamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Vishamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Vishamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam.
The next prayer is called Tefillah. Tefillah means the prayer. It's called Amidah, which means standing, which is why we stand for this prayer. And the first couple prayers we chant together. They talk about our connection with our sacred ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. And the second prayer connects us to God's greatness. And we, created in the image of that God, gain strength from that. And then we are really on our own with our own prayers of the heart, and we'll complete this section with Shalom Rav. Page 164, Tefillah.
Adonai, sivatai tiftach, ufi agita hilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibur v'Chanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei B'neihem, L'man Shemo B'Yavah, Melech Ozer Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibur Le'elam Adonai, Mechayim Eitim Atah Rav Loshia, Mashiv Haruach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechakel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechayim Eitim B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim B'Rovech Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunato Lishanei Afar, Micha Mocha Bad Gevurot, U'Midom Melach, Melech Memit U'Mechayeh, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, V'Ne'eman Atah L'Chayot Meitim, Baruch Atah Adonai, V'Chayei HaMeitim. Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kdoshim B'Chol Yom Yalu Chasela, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day promise, may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch Atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, Ba'amecha Yisrael, U'tafilatan b'ahava tekabel, U'tahil ratzon, Tamid avodat Yisrael, Yisrael Amecha. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otecha levadecha b'yira navod, navod, navod.
God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha l'cha na'eh lehodot. The word shalom is both peace and hello, but it means wholeness. And wholeness comes in different forms. And when we can meet together this way, in this format, there is still shalom.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol leil u'b'chol sha'ah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam.
Usually what happens here in our services is that we sit back in our chairs, and if we have someone in particular that we're praying for, we think about them, and then I have the incredible privilege of walking near you and having our eyes meet, and you share with me those who you are praying for. So at this time, I ask you to sit back and think about those who you love so much, who are facing challenges of their spirit, of their physical form, in their heart, their mind. And we extend that even further. We extend that beyond our homes, beyond our cities, beyond our state, beyond our country, beyond our continent, where all of us meet in spirit. And we send love to those who are in need of healing.
Mekor habracha renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
So my friends, I want to share with you some words. You see, I usually connect with my dear friend, Rabbi Margaret Holub, the chief rabbi of Mendocino, during Elul, the month before the High Holy Days. The rabbis say that the name of that month, Elul, stands for the phrase from the Song of Songs, Ani ledodi v'dodi li. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is to me. The rabbis were quick to point out that the passionate connection between the two lovers in the Song of Songs was not only a human experience, but was metaphor for the love possible, the soulful love possible between us and the Creator. During some 35 years of Eluls, Rabbi Margaret and I have sorted through ideas and visions, encouraging one another to find words that will hopefully inspire our communities, our beloved flock, to draw close to their own concept of God, however any of us understands that to be. But here we are in March, so many months away from Rosh Hashanah, and the Torah portion is Vayikra, the very start of the book of Leviticus. Now, like the Song of Songs, the book of Vayikra is filled with unusual metaphors of love. Here the Israelites bring the best, the most choice, the most treasured of their flock, the best of their grain, lahakriv, to draw close to the divine. The goal of offering something that we valued so much was to receive a mark of God's acceptance. And that mark of acceptance was called Reach Nichoach, which means a satisfying aroma. It seems that our efforts to show God love through bringing an offering created a delicious smell. But here it's close to Passover, and Rabbi Margaret and I have been talking on the phone as though apples and honey and the call of shofar were around the corner. Like the month of Elul before Rosh Hashanah, this season of quarantine feels like we are preparing for something of utmost importance. It is so important that the entire world is choreographed into the same slow, innovative, and nuanced dance. In Elul, right before Rosh Hashanah, our sages taught that we come into the field and there meet God directly. God is so available right then. Now in Nisan, the month before Passover, actually 2 weeks before Passover, during the coronavirus, we are again called to be deeply connected to the vine through personal efforts of korbanot, sacrifices. The problem is that the things we might have offered in terms of our productivity, like paper towels, are scarce. What is an offering that we can bring to draw close to our best selves, to one another, to God? During this surreal time of quarantine like you, I move through moments of feeling deeply connected with others through the phone and social media and nature. In fact, this week, the rabbis held a virtual convention that was supposed to have taken place in Baltimore. Through social media, Zoom in particular, I have seen classmates, attended keynote lectures, and even had a class dinner with all those ordained with me years ago. The effort, the korban, the effort of the Central Conference of American Rabbis have put into keeping this conference vibrant, even virtually, is an offering of the very best. Put into biblical terms, everyone, the organizers of the conference, even the participants who tuned in and sent a little comment in a little message box at the bottom of the screen, were offering their own korbanot. At the same time, the lack of structure we have relied upon to focus our energy has radically changed. Without the cues of those reliable reminders of what we should get done, what ought to get done, it takes a different group of muscles to generate recognizable motion, or perhaps better said, productivity. The effort we make to keep things in motion, to keep relationships clear, to dig into wells of patience and kindness and generosity under quarantine is the sweetest of all possible offerings. At this time, we look around a little more quietly. We call people we may not have spoken with and check in. Sometimes we call a lot. Some make effort to manage the awkwardness of learning to use social media in order to participate in the world outside of our four walls. We take more walks. Yes, that is an offering to God when we take care of ourselves. We wave more than ever before. We notice the blossoms on the trees, the green of the grass, the song of the birds, the incredible sunsets. We have time to think, to read, to pray, or sit. We have time to be authentic, just as we are, and to relish in other people who are just as they are. And other times we may have never considered such things to be korbanot, but now they are. They are the holy gifts that keep us connected to life. But know this as well. Rabbis have no monopoly on how to offer korbanot. And this comes through loud and clear in the very first word of this parsha. The word vayikra, a simple, familiar, 5-letter word, except in this spot, where the ancient scribes wrote it in a very strange way. Usually in the Torah, all the letters are the same size. But in this case, the last letter, the aleph, is about half its regular size. One interpretation is that Moses did it. He did it himself. He made that aleph tiny. Because the text begins with God calling Moses to tell the people how they should offer korbanot, what they should bring. But Moses was an honest man. He knew he did not have all the answers. So he did what he could to mitigate the pressure. He minimized that last letter, possibly as a sign to all of us that only by respecting the input of everyone can our offerings be sweet to God. In our community, we have collective wisdom and strength. Some of you send funny messages. Some call one another. Some find innovative ways to spend time at home through games and painting and reading. Some of you watch movies at the same time and then talk about it on the phone. Dear friends, in this most unusual season of plague, we are all being called to be guides of the offerings. Let us share with one another what keeps us connected and vibrant. We ask God to help us recognize that what we are doing to bring peace or ease for ourselves and one another is beautiful. Just as our ancestors would place their hands upon and lean into their offerings, let us lean into the reality of the gifts that we now bring to one another. Keep making the calls, playing the cards, planting seeds, waving at social distance on your daily walk. And dear God, help us to know that when we make these efforts, as simple as they may be, they indeed create a reach nichoach, a most satisfying aroma to God. And together we say, Amen. Friends, we offer a prayer for our country and the state of Israel. On page 376, we offer, O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen. And for the state of Israel, Avinu Shabashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'Goalo, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Gulatenu, Hagen Aleha be'evrat chosdecha, Ufros Aleha Sukat Shlomecha, Ushlach Orcha v'Amitcha l'Rashecha, Sareh v'Yoatzeha, V'taknem be'etzah tova milfanecha, V'natata Shalom ba'aretz, V'simchat olam yoshvecha, V'nomar Amen. It's truly at this time that I would ask Debbie Nelson to come forward and to give announcements. But Debbie Nelson is not in the room, and I think it's important for us to share what we're doing. So for the moment, I am Debbie Nelson. Tomorrow morning, Shabbat morning, at 9 a.m., we have Zoom Torah study. And the way you will receive that is it comes as an email, and you click on it, or you can go to Facebook and join, and we will be studying Vayikra together. Saturday evening, once the sun goes down, we will be observing Havdalah together. And I look forward to sharing that with you. On Sunday, for those who study Musar, we have our classes, and we have a 4:30 class with Benjamin Yudin on Kabbalah. Throughout this week, you will be getting all kinds of sweet things from Beth Shalom, recipes of the week, or songs to help us get ready for Passover, or even a little video on how to properly wash your hands Jewish style from our kitchen. Just know that we are always connected, and if there's anything that you need, please let us know here at the synagogue so that we can be of service. We are all in this together. We turn to page 586 for Aleinu, followed by the Kaddish prayer. Aleinu l'shabech ladot hakol, latit gedula liyotzeh b'reshit, shelo asanu kibuyei haratzot, v'lo samadu k'mishpachot adama, shelo samcha kenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamona, v'anachnu kor'im, u'mishtachavim u'modim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומשה יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת זו, בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, את מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום, והשיב אותה אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחתינו, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Please be seated. As we prepare to remember our loved ones, we turn in our Siddur to page 598. Kaddish is such a powerful prayer. By saying it, we feel linked to the spirits of our loved ones. On this Shabbat, we remember those who have died recently within the 11 months. Raquel Bienvenida Yaviv Segura, Phil Rosenberg, Warren Weinstock, Robert Alexander Ginsburg, Carolyn Elder, William Rochford, Sharon Liebenhout Taevsky, Thomas Hammond, Clara Segura de Amiras, Benita Pascual, Robert Actel, Maynard Ken Rosenberg, Ilse Spivak, Ruth Mary Anderson, Libby Marks, Robin Crosby, Dr. Robert Zeff, Sharon Cohen, Jerry Sanders, Tim Francis, Adam Leatherman. And on this Shabbat, we remember the yahrzeits of Sharon Abilovitz, Johannes John Boss, Edna Carl, Herbert Edward Cohen, John Delinga, Anne Demagalski, Bruce Ehrlich, Hal Halimi, Michael Leonard Harrison, Dora Kahn, Samuel Kurtz, Leah Lehrer, Henrietta Lerner, Irving Lerner, Esther Levy, Albert Mueller, Tobias Roth, Mortimer Sackler, Joseph Saroff, Aryeh Stein Azen, Patricia Lee Stick, Casper Asher Whitehead, Nancy Josephs Silverman. If there are others who have passed, whose names you wish to say out loud, please do so now. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories always be for a blessing. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, bi'alma divrach yiratei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayei v'yomei uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'gala v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shemei nekudesha brichu. Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata, tush v'chata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mrumav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and all the world, and let us say amen. Please be seated. So, my friends, we will say Kiddush together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri agafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'yavav ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila mikra'ei kodesh, zecher tziyat mitzrayim, ki vanu v'achartan, v'yotanu kidashtan, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, b'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashabbat. L'chaim, to life. Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, God of our fathers and mothers, bless us on this Shabbat. May we see that what we do in these very unusual times, when we do them with heart and with love, that we are truly offering korbanot, offering sacrifices to draw us close to the great goodness of all. Shabbat Shalom.